What is up, foodies, and welcome back to another episode. I am in one of my favorite places. My voice is a little raspy. I'm coming over some weird cold. You don't really care about it. It doesn't matter. But you know what? Let's just get right into this, and let's just show you exactly where I'm at. The one thing I absolutely love about the Delano is that every room is essentially a suite. You have a nice little bathroom in here. You know, if you gotta take a dump, this is the place to take it. Decent size. Kind of feels very 70s-ish, I guess. Now you can come. Oh, yeah. Guess you can't open that too wide. And now you come over here to the living room. Nice little desk to just write down your parlays that you're gonna lose on. Semi-decent couch with a table that you could watch, you know, some of the sports or whatever you're gonna bet on as well. And over here, the view is not as spectacular as I was hoping for. Let's see if we get into it. You could kind of see Mandalay Bay in the distance, which, you know, technically it's connected to. And let's come over here. You're going to see a Legion in the distance. You know, the walkway is right there. Overall, I mean, the room is extremely clean, extremely nice. There is just a nice little smell about Delano that I love. And like I mentioned, it is almost like a mini suite, so you work your way over to the main bedroom. Decent sized bed. I think this is a king. They have queen, king, and I don't know, 2 queens maybe. And so you got the same view over there. A lot of space if you need it. Overall, it's a decent, like, I love the aesthetics. Everything looks super nice and vibrant and just, you know, very inviting. Let's go to my favorite part. Look at that mirror. You also got the TV, so if you want to take a nice little dip in the tub or while you're in the shower or whatever, you can watch whatever. His and hers. I feel like I'm selling this place. A decent tub. I mean, it is pretty deep in here. You could fit probably 4 people up in there. You got the shower as well. Squeak. Look at that. Set the mood. I mean, look, that is a decent size shower. I mean, also you can fit probably 5 people in there. Overall, I mean, it's pretty clean in my opinion. The last time we stayed at the Vidora, it wasn't as nice. I haven't stayed in Delano. I used to stay at the Delano a lot. Just haven't been here in a really long time. But I mean, I love this place. Let's get into this little. And then here's another toilet if needed. So like I mentioned, I mean, this place is just amazing. It is kind of expensive sometimes. I think for 2 nights, it's about $800. But it is a crazy weekend. There's Maná, there's Santana, there's a couple other bands. It is Mexican Independence, that's what it is. There's also a UFC fight going on. I don't think there's football here, but there are so many events going on. And obviously that's why it's going to be super expensive. We did have that Cyberattack this week. Everything seems back to be up and running. And again, I'm excited to be here. I mean, I stayed at Vidara for the last couple of years. I used to stay at Delano like exclusively. And it's nice. It's still far enough away from a casino, but it's still connected to Mandalay Bay. So you have, you know, the actual casino itself right downstairs. Tomorrow we are going to see Santana at the House of Blues, which I'm very excited for, but I don't think I can bring in this camera. But yeah, let's try to win some money. Let's eat some good food and see what's going on.
Hey, it's me from the future. I realized one thing that I didn't mention, and it was the cyber attacks. Obviously, if you haven't been following this, what was it, like 2 weeks ago now at this point, not only MGM casinos, but also Caesar casinos were impacted by the cyber attack, which literally closed down everything. Like, slots weren't working, credit cards weren't working, you know, websites, whatever. That is one thing I totally forgot to mention here. I tried gambling at New York. It was a disaster. If you won anything between a penny and $1 million, you had to get a hand pay and wait for people. Park MGM seemed to be probably the better casino that I went to on the MGM properties. Everything seemed to be working fine. Even parts of the Delano and Mandalay Bay, some of the machines weren't working properly. Some of the credit card machines weren't working properly. Caesars, all the casinos there seem to be back to normal. But I did want to mention this because a lot of people were asking. If you are a gambler and you do love the MGM casinos, I would say stay away from it right now. I mean, if you're also going to get irritated extremely easy, don't do it yet. Whether you're betting on, you know, just normal sports bets or just slots, it is going to take a while. If you're betting on the tables, I think you're going to be fine. If you're also relying on getting your MGM rewards, it's not going to happen. It's not going to work. Some of the credit card machines are still down, or it would take forever as well to, make sure that purchase goes through. If you don't really gamble and you're paying everything in cash, then obviously this isn't going to really impact you. But just keep that in mind that a lot of the stuff is still down. I mean, they checked us in with no problem. And checking out was actually a pain. You couldn't do it through the actual normal TV. You got to go downstairs. You got to talk to someone. All that stuff. So there's still a lot that they need to fix and address. I think MGM just came out with a statement saying everything is back to normal. But from my understanding, it at least from what I saw, it's definitely not there. So just keep that in mind if you are planning a trip in the near future. Hopefully in the next month or so, everything is back to normal. I know F1 is going to be there in November, so a month away at this point. Hopefully everything is resolved for all of the casinos, whether it's Caesars or MGM. If you are traveling there, don't take it out on the staff. Be just super, polite, as you should be anyways. And have a lot of patience. It's not their fault.
So the one kind of downside to Delano is there's not a whole lot of places to eat here. They do have one restaurant that I think does actually breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then they do have a little area, a little coffee shop. If you want any other food, you're going to have to walk to Mandalay Bay or go to Luxor, Excalibur, New York, New York. That is probably the only downside. Here's a little lobby area right next to the cafe. It's a nice little cozy little area. I like it. And then here you got the actual cafe itself. They have a decent sized menu for coffee, tea, breakfast as well. Here's the drinks that, I'm taking back up. Overall, everyone is super friendly here, and they have a little bit of everything that you want. But let's get into this sandwich. Everything is a little expensive, obviously. That's on par with all of Las Vegas. So we got the brioche bun. You got an egg in there, some bacon. There we go. This I think was $12 or $13. It doesn't look horrible. It's not crazy. All right, let's try it out. This kind of looks like something that you would get from Carl's Jr. or something. Oh, that's perfect. Pulling off the egg is pretty crazy to me. It's almost like plastic. Really, no thank you. The brioche bun is good. The egg is okay. The bacon is good. It has a decent flavor. Probably could have been cooked a little bit longer. I'm assuming that this is probably frozen, or maybe it's made somewhere else in their casino, and then they bring it over. It's just okay. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna bash them anymore. Is it worth it? Not at all. Now let's get into my $6 caramel macchiato. Ooh. So slightly more expensive than Starbucks, obviously. There's a bunch of stuff in my cup. I don't know what that is. I'm not even going to use that lid because it's grossing me out. Ooh, the macchiato actually looks pretty good. Let's get into this. Nice little creamy color. A nice little bit of foam on there. It smells amazing. Obviously, it smells like caramel. You could get that nice hint of espresso. Well, let's see if the $6 caramel macchiato is worth it. I should say that I've gone to this coffee little shop before, literally only for coffee. Never had the breakfast before, but I remember it being pretty good. It's not bad. It's okay.
It's a little watered down for being a caramel macchiato, but it has decent amount of flavor. It almost reminds me a little bit of like a marshmallow texture to it, and actually flavor as well. You get hints of caramel in there, almost like hazelnut actually. Not bad. Is it worth $6 or $7 that I paid? Absolutely not. So my verdict here is, if you're gonna get breakfast here, maybe get room service or something else, or get the coffee is okay. Maybe just stick to your normal black coffee. The breakfast sandwich is just average. For being this expensive, it is not worth it. But you know what? It's okay. We're in Vegas. Just getting my day going. Let's see what else we're gonna eat. Let's see if we're gonna win some money. And yeah, just come with me.
I feel like no matter what, I always find myself here, and this is Park MGM Italy, and I just love everything about this place. It literally makes you feel like you're somewhere else, not in Vegas. They have a little bit of everything Italian food wise, and here's all the pizza that you could choose from. You could do slices, you could do the full pie itself. It's kind of up to you. And we got two different ones. I got the meat one and the hot honey. The meat, I mean, look at that. That is just so much. It is extremely messy. It's pretty good. I wish I had more sauce. The hot honey was good as well. And then over here was the downstairs area that had, a winery, and they actually had happy hour, and the security guard was super friendly here. The bartender was super nice as well, and she recommended both of these. It's a sparkling cuvee and a peach Bellini. Let's get into the peach Bellini first, and it's kind of like a nectar base. It's almost like juice. The consistency is slightly thicker than usual. Overall, I mean, I could have drank this all day long. This is a perfect summertime drink, or just, you're hanging out with your friends. This is it. Now let's get into the sparkling cuvee. So it is, very yellow. It is kind of dry, but kind of sweet at the same exact time. It is kind of hard to describe it, but overall, that can highly recommend it. Try it for yourself.
I had some pizza earlier today. I'm still a little hungry. I'm actually really craving sushi, but didn't really feel like standing in line to get some sushi from anywhere. So we ended up going to the Noodle House inside of Mandalay Bay, which also sounds very good. So let's get into what I ordered. So here is the pad thai, probably the most expensive pad thai I've ever got. I think this was like about $26, $27. Hey, you're in Vegas. What can you expect? Overall, I think it looks decent. I feel like usually pad thai has a little more brownish, reddish color in the noodles. And this one seems a little plain. The pot stickers looks fine, looks decent. But let's get right into this. All right, so like I said, this is probably the most expensive, Asian food I've ever spent. Like, even going to like really high-end restaurants, I still think this is way overpriced. But yeah, it is what it is. Pot stickers look pretty decent. Let's try the sauce first. Let's just see. Okay. Ooh, not too bad. It's kind of garlicky, kind of sweet. Skip that gyoza or pot sticker in it. It's a little mushy on the inside. Overall, the pork is pretty good. Again, kind of overpriced, but you're in Vegas. It's fine. It's nothing. I'm not blown away with it. I've definitely had better. Definitely had worse. I wish the dumpling itself, like the outside, was a little bit more crunch to it, where it's kind of soft, which is fine, but I just wish it had that. So let's get into this pad thai. This pad thai is your usual pad thai. Peanuts on there, egg. This one came with shrimp. Let's just get a bite of that shrimp. Looks pretty decent. That shrimp is pretty good. Let's check out the pad thai. I should also say, everyone was super friendly there. And it seemed pretty busy-ish, or getting at least busy. It's a little bit early anyways for dinner, especially in Vegas terms, but let's get into this. Is it worth the $26? Absolutely not. It's definitely lacking some flavor. It's not bad though. I mean, it's okay. I just feel like there could have been a little bit more spice to it, a little bit more flavor to it. Overall, the noodles are a little bit plain, which I already kind of showed you, anyways. But let's see one more time. That one had a little bit better of a kind of a tang to it, but overall, it's very plain, very simple. Not worth the $26 that I spent, but overall, it's decent. I would say probably also skip this too. I guess I came to the conclusion that Mandalay Bay and Delano just doesn't have the food compared to Caesars or even Park MGM, which is unfortunate. But let's see what else the night brings.
Just wanted to give a huge shout out to the sportsbook team out there. They gave me so many free drink coupons, and it was just, they made the experience a lot better. Now here, straight ahead, is Franklin's. They have a great bar. Highly recommend this place.
All right, I just wanted to end it here with my very expensive coffee. I mean, this was $6 for just black coffee, which is absurd. It's crazy. Smells decent. Overall, it was a really good time. I love coming to Vegas. There was a lot of events going on, so there was definitely a lot of people won a little bit of money, which is always nice. I would say that the food this time just wasn't as exciting. I think that was partially on me. I was trying to cram in way too much, and unfortunately it paid the price when I was not eating the best food. So I came to the conclusion Mandalay Bay and Delano does not have very good food. Delano is an excellent hotel though. So keep that in mind, I guess. Park MGM, the food there was amazing as always. Italy is just phenomenal. You can't go wrong there. I do need to explore and try something other than the pizza though. Everyone is super friendly there as well, which is great. Let's try this. It's decent coffee actually, but $6 is crazy for just normal black coffee. It's actually, I think, more expensive than some of like the actual drinks they make, which is absurd. Anyways, I know this was a short little video, and I gotta catch a flight. But until next time, guys, keep eating, and see you in the next one.